appreciate everybody being here. It's probably going to be a little longer meeting than normal, but it's going to be hard. Hold on for a minute. Bill County includes 37 DOC inmates, 33 males, 4 females, and 5 single nights. We had 8 updated offender registration. Collections from June, 34,390. Purchase, restitution, 20,035. District, 2267. Service hours were required for 4 bailiffs, 20 hours. Total hours for transport services, 13 hours, 34 minutes. We had 39 new warrants, totaling 122,885. Any questions on the individual reports of Federal County or the jail? Yes, ma'am. You're talking about the grants for the computers? Is that what you're referring to? Uh, and we're having to fight each little package. We're having to top it out. Then once we get all the equipment needed, then I'll get with my installer and figure out what it's going to cost us to install all these units. He said he thought he could come down on site, so let's have some big thing. Get your own bank statement. I have not. I do not have that. I apologize. Don's been torn down in the jail. He's been pulling night shifts. And I haven't forgotten that. As far as payment, are we talking a month behind, or what are we talking? When I find out the answer, I'll email all you guys and let you know on that stuff. Right. Initially, we had all thought that what kind of problems that would be for us. In the letter, I could do everybody else.
There's a new agency that the Arkansas County Association started up. It's brand new. It's called Architect. Uh, Pay for $25 membership. I think it's $25. So when they do that, they will absolutely collect all of their bills. They will guarantee their anybody. But on Arkansas County Association webpage, if you go to it, it'll be right beside resources. Be another column there, and they're going to have a meeting next week in Springdale, the county judge for everybody. And I'm gonna try to make it over to this bill. I think $25 membership, and they can absolutely collect all your bills and stuff for you. $25 membership for you. You know, you're got read up on it. I didn't get read up on it, but I'm busy today, and they called me and told me about it, and I wrote it down here while we were watching anything, any debt, or like taxes or anything. Yeah, yeah, it's called providing county debt collection solution, and that's going to be August the 19th. All in favor? Any opposed? Library report. Anybody got any questions on that? I got a librarian person here, but I told her she would have to get up in front of the crowd. I just have one question. I have to the other day, and Jesus, if I could tell, I'm going to take two bathrooms in the library. So the last two bathrooms that was sent out for what, 3 months? I was there for 2.5 months. So I might be 3 months. It was so bad. It was public for 2 years. Yeah, we can email her. Ask for that. There's nobody in front of that. Nobody in front of that. Talk to that outside. All in favor? Fire board. All in favor? Any opposed? Road report. Uh, the all bases, all we chip seal 701, 702, 706, and overlay 713. That's still not real long. Yeah. We appreciate anybody wants to go out there and look at them. We're proud of them. We went to a good deal, and I'm really proud of them. That's what the road project that we did. We spent about 65,000 on oil, and about 150,000 so far. So we got the airport road will be overlaid September the 23rd. At home. We're good. If they want to go out there and look at it, we're doing it. All in favor? Any opposed? Square report. We've crushed 7,609 pounds. We're calling up about 6,600. We also crushed about, I think he said 500 tons of heat for all the roads we're doing. Everybody got a question on that? All in favor? Any opposed? Solid waste. One man has got a bad infection, so he's off. He would also be there for Dr. Personnel, so we're interviewing for the supervisor position there right now. All in favor? Opposed? The American Rescue Fund has a lot of money to give to the volunteer fire departments and all that too, if they reach out for grants, so, reach out for, that's what we call it, the unique, they said it's, all one thing right now, so, we need to keep those eyes open for those, fill out for the grants, make sure we get those. But the American Rescue Plan right now is, I think we got one for the library that's coming out, or maybe, and they're talking about the fire department, we got a lot of grants, we got there, so the fire department, well, I'm not very sure, that's where we're at right now. Now, we got a meeting on that also, that's, that's the main reason we'll go to that meeting, it's gonna be right after that meeting about the, election. And I'll keep you up to date on it, whatever I figure out. All in favor? Planning Commission, budget personnel. Law Enforcement Committee, Solid Waste Committee, Safety, any old business we talked about? New business, I've got new business, I'm gonna talk about, we'll get started, I've got a $200,000 court order, and I want to move from, county general back to building fund, start repaying that loan back. And it's up to JP, if y'all in favor, if they're more opposed, if you're opposed to it, like, whatever. I'm trying to get people to look at it, to do something, I have not got somebody to do any work for it, so, I'd like to. Stay in order. Anybody want to talk about it? Well, they had a $750,000 that they had to start off with, and they started using it, nobody else did it back then. I just feel like we got 1.2 million, we need to start paying a little bit of that back. If we're getting a band, there's no way we can play, that would be a start to get players up there. But it's up to y'all, it doesn't matter, I've got 4 over out, I would go down 4 over there. I've got the, like, the 4, I just want to make sure y'all get free to it, or if you're not. we keep on up improving it, we can see what it does. All I need is, all in favor? Any opposed? We'll start with the, first one. Hey, you talk about this. Go ahead.
To the city of Yellville, but I don't understand why we need to pay it back when it was the lady's decision not to move here. Now granted, it's only $100, but I think if we're going to start doing this, we need a policy, an ordinance. And I'm sorry you disagree, Kathy. Maybe you should run for JP.
I don't disagree. I think that they decided they were going to, they need to stick with it.
We all make bad decisions, or decisions that we spend money on.
Go ahead, Mr. James.
I guess my only question would be, what's the poll say?
Yeah, I don't have no idea about that. You know, I don't know if they filled for temporary, I don't know if it's pole was set or not, electric pole for RV, you know, that'd be something, I don't know. Go ahead.
I guess I'm confused on the process that we go through to do this, but if the person paid $100 to get the building permit, and then they have to have the building permit for energy to come and, or whatever power company to come and say, this is how much it will cost to get the pole set, is that how it works?
Honestly, the only thing that I do in this is I take the money, that's why I have to write the ordinance. As far as the paperwork to do the permit, the assessor's office does all that and sends the paperwork to me and tells me how much to charge, $100 or $200, and that's all I do.
Yeah, the process is, on the energy, is they get with the engineer and they come up there and look at it, and they draw the job up. Energy will not release anything, a service order to hook up or anything until they get this building permit. And when they get this permit, they will hook it up. If it's a temporary pole, it don't take no construction. They just run the power line down, it's over with. I mean, it takes 35, 40 minutes to hook up power up, and then you're gone. But if it's construction, it's a whole different ballgame.
So did the person here benefit by obtaining the license? Like, did they get the license, get what information that they needed, and then change their mind and get their money back?
That would be up to the building inspector or somebody to inspect it and see. I don't have no idea.
I just wonder if she got the building permit and then the expense was too great, so it was like, well, I'll just take my money back and change my mind.
Because this particular lady called me and just wanted me to write her out a check, and I explained the process. But I took it down to Tanya, and it's her decision whether to go ahead and issue a refund or not. And I believe there is some paperwork attached to it.
Go ahead, Miss Sherry.
I believe one of the ones in question was actually inside the city limits of Summit.
Yes.
And she came down and got permits not knowing that she was inside the city.
Yeah, that's a different one.
So then she came to me and got permits from Summit.
Yeah.
And asked for a refund from the county to say, we also do the permits for Entergy and everyone. So she was inside the city limits of Summit.
Yeah, this one, they changed their mind and decided not to move out here. But as for, their contact with Energy, I have some paperwork but, Tanya gave me, and if I remember correctly, I want to say, I can't swear to it, I want to say that Tanya contacted her and the lady canceled the thing, but I cannot swear to it.
I guess the other thing that I look at, I'm sorry. I guess the other-
Marty said to you.
I'm gonna defer to Justice Brigham.
I think the very least we should do is to table this and ask the assessor to come next month. Because if she makes the decision, Carla is assuming, and
Yes.
yeah, assuming that she makes the decision on how to do this, I would like to see what her criteria is for her to make those decisions, because we need to treat everyone the same and fairly. And so,
Well, it's got an address on it, 310 Eagles Lane. I mean, we drive up there and see. I mean, that's the inspector's job to see, I guess.
Is that a motion? Table?
let's see
Like-
what,
You go ahead, Mr. Marty.
I think we need a legal opinion on this also.
Yep.
Before we go any farther. To see if it's okay if we just hold on to the cash. 'Cause the permit was given out.
Yeah.
You know,
That should
our
be-
part should be done.
I'll agree with you.
agreeing with, Justice Marty, work was done. The county did do work. They processed the application, time was spent, that sort of thing. So I just think we need a ordinance saying if we pay back building permits or what.
Non-refundable.
Have we got a motion to table it?
I'll second.
Wait.
We're all
Will you
set.
rescind your motion to adopt?
I
Yes,
guess.
he can't because we discussed it. He can only
I'm
rescind
sorry,
before it's
you're right.
discussed.
You're right. To table. And who seconded the motion to table?
Marty,
I'm sorry?
Marty.
That takes one criteria.
Are we ready to vote?
What are we voting on?
The motion to table?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yeah.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
I make a motion to read the rest of these ordinances by title only.
I'll second that.
You got a motion? You got a second, Ms. Joyce?
Okay. Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yep.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, Justice Nichols?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Ordinance 2021-59. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Marion County, Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled an ordinance amended final settlement per Court Order 2020-41.
What number is that, Ms. Dawn?
59.
What had happened on that when I was doing the final settlement?
Hold up a minute. We ain't made a motion yet or anything.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion.
I'll second.
I got a second. Anybody need to talk about this? Go ahead, Ms. Carla.
When I was doing the final settlement last year, I had left out a step, which I'm fully aware of now. And so I did not deduct that 42,000 from Marion County General to go into the collector's automation. So that needs to be corrected.
Anybody else need to talk about this?
Justice White?
Yes.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 21-60. A motion to amend the original ordinance to remove solid waste fee of $18. An ordinance to refund property taxes for 2029 paid in error by CoreLogic Mortgage Company.
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? Anybody need to talk about this one?
I do. Are you gonna change the month that says July? Because we're now in August.
I'm sorry?
Passed and approved by quorum court on this day of July. Needs to change.
Yeah, I
Needs to
need
say
to
August.
change that.
It's fixed. Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yes.
Thank you.
Have we got the same one in there twice, or
No,
is that
sir.
just mine?
I think I did too.
We got the same number
We have the
there.
same problem.
It's two different people.
Different notes.
Alright,
2161, a refund to be issued to Wells Fargo Real Estate without the $18. And I fixed the July thing.
Okay. Motion to receive.
you got a motion? Oh, I got a motion. I got a second, but Mr. James, anybody need to talk about this one?
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yeah.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Thank you. This is ordinance 2162, an ordinance amending ordinance 21-4 budget and numbers and compensation for the calendar year 2021, and has to do with the jury reimbursement.
Motion to receive.
You got a motion?
Second.
You got a second, but Mr. Rick, anybody need to talk about this one?
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yes.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2163, an ordinance amending the annual operating budget and numbers and compensation 2021-4 for the calendar year 2021 for Marion County, Arkansas. And whereas the Marion County Quorum Court desires to hire an attorney to solely represent its interests.
Motion.
Hang on, I lost my paper.
Second.
I got a motion, got a second. Anybody need to talk about this one?
I do.
Go ahead.
Judge said I'd get 2 minutes, so
I'll give you more than that if you need to talk.
I jotted it down. What this ordinance in essence does is take $12,000 from Letitia's salary to make her unemployed. And we know the purpose of it because the court believes that David Etheridge should either himself or appoint somebody, mainly me, to represent the court. But let me talk about Letitia first. 2 months ago, you gave her a pay raise. And basically, you're eliminating her position with the county because a state official, and y'all see things a little bit differently. And course, one of the things she can do under the county policy is to hire an attorney to file a grievance. And the county's gonna have a tough time trying to explain why this action is not arbitrary or capricious or unreasonable, which is the exact language in the policy. Further, you're taking retirement money and everything else, so the intent is to make this attorney a county employee, something that the county's never actually done before. Now, let's talk about, it's no secret that the quorum court has numerous times indicated you're not in, look upon our elected prosecutor, David Etheridge, favorably. You really want me. But let me point out, since the pandemic has started, I got this docket, the felony docket, down to 98 cases. It's now at 180. Why? Because we have a lot of trouble getting cases to move when you don't have juries coming in, and people know that. They don't even have to plead to probation if they don't want to. Also, for 16 years, I've been a drug court prosecutor. I'm the longest serving drug court attorney in the state of Arkansas. Right now, I do the drug court in Boone County. I do the drug court in Baxter County. Because we sit between those two counties, our citizens could go potentially to either one of them. The state of Arkansas in 2017 said, Mr. Carter, you're drug court prosecutor of the year. Look, I do a great deal of stuff, but one thing I don't want to do is add more burdens. Also, on August 1st, I technically retired. I came back to work under the drop program, but I just don't need more stuff. And I know, I attend all the court meetings, but number one, I tend to work till 6 or 6:30 anyway, and Karen's here, you have to support Karen in her giving a report. Now, this course of action that the court wants to do has created quite a stir down in Little Rock between the prosecuting attorney's office, the Arkansas Association of Counties. But in the discussions that they had today, that they've come to an agreement that they agree with the opinions of the Attorney General that if money is appropriated for a county attorney, then the prosecuting attorney is off the hook, and at the beginning of the year, you appropriated money for a county attorney. That's the legal analysis. But the quorum court is not without a remedy. You have two of them that I see. The first is if the quorum court believes that the law is on their side, I think at this point the Association of Counties is going to slightly disagree with you, but you could file a writ of mandamus. A writ of mandamus would be a lawsuit against David Etheridge saying, Mr. Etheridge, you have no choice in the law, you have to do this, and we want a judge to compel you to do it. The other alternative is, and that's why I talked about the figures that we have in the increase in cases, that because of the pandemic, this is the type of stuff that the grants from the federal government cover. The prosecutor's office and the public defender's office, we have seen a huge increase in cases because of the pandemic. And we have a lot of people, and the sheriff can back me up on this, the drug problem here has become rampant. The dealing in drugs has become rampant in Marion County. And because of that, the money that the federal government has indicated that we will give or have given to Marion County can be used for this purpose, and the quorum court can justify hiring their own attorney without punishing Tish over there by using those funds. That's pretty much
Anybody else got any
all I
questions?
have to say.
Thank you. You remember I gave you 4 minutes. All right, go ahead, Rick.
And you left out a few things. One is for almost a month I was talking to David back and forth on the phone and pulling up the fact that one, while you said that it's questionable, if we pay a lawyer, that's the same thing, and you're probably right. I wouldn't argue that. However, what the problem is the law says that to get a lawyer, you have to have an ordinance. We never wrote an ordinance on a lawyer. That's what came up. That's what made everybody realize what the problem was. Not only that, but they said we have a contract, but nobody found a contract. Nobody knows about the contract. There's nothing. The only thing out there that says we have a lawyer is a fund going from the JPs in to pay for a lawyer, and I understand that. But at the same time, all this was discussed with Mr. Etheridge before, and we asked for help. We were asking him to help do something, guide us. Like you just said, to put paperwork together is enough. Can't do that without a lawyer. We don't have one. So,
Anybody
we're at a
else?
loss of what to do.
I'd like for Chris to tell us what the ruling was today. Again, can you reread that, please? Whatever they decided on. You said that came down today.
It wasn't a ruling.
Right.
There was
An
a
opinion.
discussion in Little Rock. And of course, I'm getting this information secondhand. However, it is my understanding that both the Association of Counties and the Prosecutor Coordinator's Office does the research for the prosecuting attorneys when we need help. And in looking at the Attorney General's opinion, it is their opinion that when a quorum court appropriates money for a county attorney, the prosecutor is off the hook.
I talked to the Arkansas County Association. What's so bothering is Etheridge waited till 3:30 today, and he's had this for 2 months.
Right. I agree.
And my problem is, why did he wait till today, and he's had 2 months for it? But that's just my personal opinion. Go ahead.
A couple things is bringing a personnel into it and making their job be put on the line. To me, it's misrepresenting what this is all about. It's kind of like the real quick analogy. It's kind of like the federal government give you the choice to pay taxes to help schools.
You move your head.
It's kind of like giving your a voter. Kind of like giving a voter the choice to vote to support schools, because that's emotional and there's kids on the line. But you don't give them the choice to send money to foreign countries that are trying to kill us. You've taken away the validity of what we're not getting with our argument. We're not getting an attorney. It's not fair to the quorum court to have the same attorney that the judge has. I'll tell you specifically why it's not fair to the quorum court. The previous judge spent a lot of money out of road funds for a personal attorney. When we asked our attorney what we could do about it, he said, I'd have to recuse myself. I'm the one that gave him that advice. For no other reason. I don't need any more justification on why it's wrong for us to share the same attorney with the judge. That's all I need. I am going to support this, not because there's an employee on the line. And at any time, I would be happy. It would be a decision that I would be in favor of would be refunding all of this and undoing it as soon as you represent us. So the ball's in David's court. He can keep playing hard. He can keep trying to bully us by threatening his employees with us. Or he can just decide. I think I've had 3 questions that I've really wanted to answer. And I've been up here for 2 years. So I'm not going to call you every night. But I'm also not going to be bullied by David. He's not going to send somebody up here and tell me that I'm going to send somebody home because I want an attorney, which I'm entitled to, which is fair to me. And just because the law may let David off the hook doesn't mean that he can't choose to do what's right here.
Go ahead.
The reason that we want this is so we can have an attorney, because the opinion that you just told me about says we will get our own attorney. We want you. And I'm like, Talon, how many phone calls? I mean, every time I've asked for an opinion, Sam's been here at the meeting and it went nowhere anyway. So I don't think we're gonna tie up an hour of your time.
I'm gonna support the go on court, whatever y'all decide to do. If y'all need to hire a new attorney, whatever y'all wanna do, y'all bring it to a vote and I'll support it 100%. If y'all wanna get rid of Sam, that's y'all's business. Let me know. If y'all wanna hire somebody different, if you want David to represent us, we'll do away with our lawyer and he'll have to represent us. That's up to y'all. I'll back you 100%. It doesn't make any difference to me. I'm strictly going with go on court on this. Whatever they wanna do. Go ahead, Rick.
The law you're talking about on the county lawyer, if the way the law reads, if we hire a county lawyer, he picks up the part of the prosecuting attorney. And that part I believe is fairly straightforward. It's what it is. The problem we have is the lawyer we hired or the lawyer we're paying for is coming out of court funds. But he's not here and he's not doing quote unquote work. He writes letters for the sheriff. He answers John's calls and he answers them, but he's not answering us. So I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe I don't understand why we have to take the money from Chris's office.
Well,
Why could we not take the money from county general for our own lawyer?
at the time that that I had this ordinance written, we were under the impression that since we don't have a county attorney at the moment, as far as on black and white ink, that the prosecutor legally is supposed to be representing us. At this moment right now, the prosecutor is our attorney because we don't have one. So that's why we did that. But if we hire Sam to represent the rest of the county and not the quorum court, then the lawyers, it sounds like, have sided on that David's off the hook. Doesn't mean he couldn't choose to do it still, but he's not legally obligated to.
He does it for Baxter County and Newton County and everywhere else, but they ain't got an attorney present. But it don't make any difference to me. David has never done nothing for the county. You know, we've had thousands and thousands of dollars stolen at transfer station. Thousands. Got receipts. Give them to him. He absolutely has done nothing. We had our OEM director delete everything in 911 files. Nothing. Misdemeanor. That's my 2 cents. Let's move on. Let's get a vote on it or table it, whatever y'all want to do.
Well, I have along the same lines as Justice McCullough. We do have plenty of money in county general. So I kind of, why can't we, I don't, Chris, why won't he let you represent us? Is it because of this pissing contest we're in? Never mind, that was
I
rhetorical.
can't necessarily
I know, it's a
answer
rhetorical
that question, but, you know, he has asked the prosecuting coordinator's office, and he knows that I've got a lot of duties around here. In fact, I forgot to mention, I also do over the whole district, all the post-conviction stuff, meaning people in prison who file actions to get out. I handle all of those.
Is there a prosecuting attorney in our district that is not as busy as you, that he could assign to us?
We have 8 prosecuting attorneys that work for the prosecuting attorney's office. 4 of them are full-time, 4 of them are part-time. I'm one of the full-time. Brad Brown in Newton County, and he does the quorum court for Newton County, is full-time. And then West Bradford and Devon Still, they are full-time, and they split the court in Boone County. The rest of the prosecutors are part-time. And that's a misnomer because they are listed as part-time, but it's really a full-time job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I apologize.
You say they represent Boone County also?
No, Boone County hired Ron King.
Yeah, they got a lawyer.
Boone County has a lawyer, and Marion County has a lawyer. Newton County has never had a lawyer. Baxter County has gone back and forth.
What's Baxter County's status now?
David Etheridge is the attorney for Baxter County.
What would your honest opinion be, Chris, what we do?
Quite frankly, my honest opinion is you reach in the county general funds and pull out $36,000 and hire an attorney who will want to represent everybody. Because what Sam is paid is, when I talk to attorneys around the state, they just shake their head and wonder why he does it at all. It's almost like a community service. And in this day and age, things have gotten so complicated that government law, which deals with labor law, which deals with the county ordinances and how the meetings are to run. Most of you have that real thick book on the court. It has become a specialty, which is why most counties in this state, instead of relying on the prosecutor, have hired an attorney to deal with it.
Let's move on. We just beat the dead horse here. We need to vote it, table it, whatever y'all want to do.
I make a motion, let's table it and take personnel committee and see what they want to do, if everybody's kind of agreeing with that. I think
I'll second the motion.
there's still several sides to it, and I need to see what we want to do before we just,
Are you gonna be at the personnel meeting?
I can be there. If you'll call me or text me and don't email me and tell me when it is, I'll be there.
I'm against that. We've already discussed it at some kind of meeting like that. Nothing ever gets done. That's what the truth is. Nothing ever gets done.
Well, this is about the second time I've ever heard anything about it, so.
It's been discussed at another meeting, at personnel, I believe.
Let's vote on it. I made a motion to table. Let's vote on it.
This is on the motion to table.
We got a motion to table.
Justice Brigham?
I ain't got a second. Do we need a second?
Yeah. Joyce
Oh, Joyce
seconded.
seconded? All right, I'm sorry.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
No.
Justice White?
Yes.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Okay.
So do we need to hire an attorney or just let Sam go? We ain't got a contract on that either, so if we not got a contract, we probably need to do something pretty quick. Probably need to have a special meeting to hire an attorney.
Right now, David is our attorney by law.
Well, we will shut Sam's payroll off until we get it settled.
We have seen tonight, just with the question on a refund for $100 for a building permit.
Yeah.
That we could have had a lawyer here to at least give us opinion.
Our lawyer. A
lawyer
lawyer representing us.
Yes, yes. I mean, this is the thing, we had this in council in both shelves. We didn't have any lawyer, things came up. Now the lawyer's paid to come to each meeting and be there for whatever questions come up.
Y'all find a lawyer that y'all want. We'll make an ordinance for $36,000, what Chris said, and we'll hire them. That's all I'm doing. But they're the county general.
Right now, by the law, David is our attorney. He's not here representing us. He's breaking the law. Guess it's a good thing that he's the prosecutor.
Like one of the things that
This discussion's over with. We just never voted to table it. Let's move on. Roll on.
Ordinance 2164. An ordinance amending the annual operating budget and numbers and compensation. And the purpose is to allow the county judge to hire a Marion County civil attorney.
We can take this ordinance out.
Okay.
I'm not going to hire an ordinance against the quorum court right now.
Good enough.
Whatever the court decides to do, that's what we'll do. If they want to hire just one lawyer to represent the whole county, we'll hire them. So we'll let it go.
Okay, we'll try 64 again.
So David probably has cost Sam his job.
It's cost Sam his job.
Okay, ordinance 2164. An ordinance for the calendar year 2021 for Marion County, Arkansas, and this is to raise the
Raise the
library up to $12 an hour.
Motion.
You got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? Right. Anybody need to talk about that?
I thought we asked the librarian to be here when we were gonna discuss.
The librarian has got sick and we don't know if she got COVID or not. So we opted her out and I've got two representatives back there from the library and they just here in case we had a question, but just to represent the library. So they got representation, so, you know, they probably not up on speed on a lot of stuff, but
Didn't even know the back was fixed yet. Up on speed.
I think she just didn't want to say it.
yeah, you know. Anybody else need to talk about this? All right, let's go, Don.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden, Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham.
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2165, being enacted by the Quorum Court of Marion County, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance allowing the Marion County Library to fill positions when become vacant.
Motion to adopt.
You got a motion? I guess we need to move on.
Wait, I'll second. No one seconded?
No, ain't nobody second yet.
I'll second it.
We got a second. Anybody need to talk about this? Go ahead, Rick.
The only thing we talked about this over there is removing the freeze.
Right.
It's, the only thing I don't like about it is that we're picking out people or ones that we can do it with. I just think it should be fair across the table.
The only reason we agreed to it was because these positions are funded entirely by the library. Nothing comes out of county general.
And they're leaving. They got some people leaving. Anybody else need to talk about this? All right, Ms. Dawn.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm still taking minutes. Okay. Justice Nichols,
No.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
No.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough.
Yes.
Motion passed. Ordinance 2166. An ordinance to amend ordinance 18-4, the Marion County Personnel Policy, and it's adding a credit card policy.
Motion. Second.
Which one's this one here? Got that one mixed up.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols.
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2167, an ordinance amending the annual operating budget and numbers and compensation, ordinance 21-4 for calendar year 2021 for Marion County. And this is the Health Department and the county approved funds for repaving and striping the parking lot at the annex and at the Health Department.
Motion.
You got a motion?
Second.
Second.
Got a second? Anybody need to talk about this?
I think it's a wonderful idea. Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren.
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2168. An ordinance amending the annual operating budget and numbers and compensation, ordinance 2124, or 2124 for the calendar year 2021 for Marion County. And this is to move funds to replace a broken sign creating machine.
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second?
I didn't hear the motion. Okay, Brady.
Anybody need to talk about this one?
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White.
Yes.
Thank you. $21.69, an ordinance amending the annual operating budget 21-4 for the calendar year 2021 for Marion County. And this is to purchase computer software to assist law enforcement in fine collection and enter into a service agreement for its ongoing maintenance.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Anybody need to talk about this one?
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood.
Yes.
Ordinance 21-70, an ordinance in the matter of interest earned on American Rescue Plan balances, i.e. CSFRF/CRFRF payments made by the U.S. Treasury. This money wants to be deposited into an interest-bearing account.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Got a motion, a second? Anybody need to talk about this?
What bank is it going to?
First Service. Miss Carla reached around and looked at some of the banks, and we are making $5,000 more on our interest since they upped their percentage now. We let them know that we would look for a different bank, and they upped their percentage. We was losing about $5,000 a year by using First Service.
Actually, until they changed their interest rate last year, we made almost a little over $60,000 in interest.
Yeah, but we lost, we was losing the 0.8%, and you figure that up, just on what you give them, that was $2 million. And, that was little over $4,000 we're losing to the end of the year difference. That, before they raised it up to 50.50.
Well, it was only at 0.47 for a couple of months, because I believe it was March or April that the 3-year term went up.
I think if we did do our research and go to the banks ever so often, let them know that we don't care who we bank with, whoever's paying us the most for our money, I think they'll keep their interest rate up.
But again, for service, we have absolutely no fees. They charge us for nothing.
With the fees and everything included, the 0.42 and the 0.50, that was $800 that First Service was giving us, and it cost us $4,000 difference in the interest. So we lost $3,200. I figured it up. I had a bank to figure it up for me. But just before you know, we will start looking at other banks, and we need to look at pretty regular, too, yearly or whatever. I'm not faithful to no bank.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yes.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Ordinance 2171. An appropriation ordinance to refund a development permit that was paid for on April 29th, 2021 to Dennis Neal in the amount of $100. They found it later that he lives outside the city limits and the money is owed to Yellville City Hall.
Motion to adopt.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second by Mr. Rick? Go ahead, Ms. Claudia.
Sherry's not here, but didn't she just tell us that it was Summit versus City of Yellow?
Yes, the people actually lived inside the city limits. They were
Right.
told by the realtor that they had to go get a county permit.
Right, so the ordinance needs to be corrected. Because it says City of Yellow, but they live in Summit, right?
This one.
Okay.
Yes, it does. It needs to be placed at some city hall.
Right,
Yeah, we might need to do something to make sure this is right before we
right.
do something.
Unless it's another one.
Okay, could that be changed to Summit? Or do I have to do it again?
Well, is it truly Summit? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to amend it, vote to amend it.
Make a motion to amend it to Summit.
I got a motion to amend it and got a second.
Second.
I got a second by Mr. James already.
Hang on. Okay, who made
I
the,
made a motion to change
Okay.
it from Yellow Summit.
okay,
Yeah,
and who
Mr.
seconded
James
it?
seconded it.
Okay. Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yep.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Okay. That should be taken care of. And now we'll vote on adoption. Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Justice White?
Yes.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes.
Okay. 2172. An ordinance that will transfer postage monies back to the collector.
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
I didn't hear the motion.
Brady made the motion.
I can't,
Ms. Joyce made the second.
I can hear her. Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, what is this? Judge, is this the one you wanted to pull?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, because it's supposed to have in there, grant writer and all, more than just this here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna recommend that we start using the North Arkansas Economic for all of the grants and stuff until we get a grant writer, because our office can't do everything.
Right.
Right now, we're doing all the grants, and I think we're doing a grant for you and some for the sheriff and
you are.
some for the library, and then we're trying to keep up with ours.
Okay, so that one has been pulled. Thank you. Okay, ordinance 2173. Being enacted by the Quorum Court of Marion County, Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance allowing the Marion County Treasurer to fill a vacant position.
Motion.
Got a motion by Mr. Hardy, got a second by Ms. Joel. Anybody need to talk about this one?
Okay, Justice Van Kuren,
No.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols.
Yes.
Motion passed. Ordinance 2174, an ordinance amending the annual operating budget and numbers and compensation ordinance 21-4 for the calendar year 2021. And the road department is requesting funds to replenish various line items.
Motion to adopt.
You got a motion,
Second.
got a second. Anybody need to talk about this one?
Justice Van Kuren?
I started last time, didn't I?
No. Justice Nichols did.
Yes.
Justice White?
Yes.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden?
Yes.
Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
no, yes, yes.
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Ordinance 2175. The ordinance amending the annual operating budget numbers of compensation, ordinance 21-4 for the calendar year 2021 for Marion County, Arkansas. And this is requesting replenishment of postage funds for the Veterans Office.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
You got a motion?
Justice White?
Yes.
Justice Underwood?
Yes.
Justice Madden? Justice Shipman?
Yes.
Justice Brigham?
Yes,
Justice McCullough?
Yes.
Justice Nichols?
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren?
Yes.
Oops. 21-76. Being enacted, let's see, being enacted by the Quorum Court of Marion County, Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance amending the annual operating budget and numbers of compensation, ordinance 21-4 for the calendar year 2021 for Marion County. And this is, Marion County Judge's Office is requesting, what?
Is
Oh,
that to pay the veterans back
I'm sorry?
postage?
Yes, I see that. Requesting funds from county general for replenishing funds caused an addition of the comptroller to the budget.
Motion.
Got a motion, second.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Ordinance 2177, an ordinance to establish a special revenue fund to be named the County Library ARP Fund and to declare an emergency.
Motion to adopt.
I got a motion
Second.
and a second. Anybody need to talk about this one?
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood.
Yes.
Okay, and the final ordinance we have was passed out late this afternoon, or I passed it out, and it has to do with the law enforcement.
Is that this copy right here?
It says food and drugs. This one I passed out.
Is that one regarding the sheriff?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got two left.
Yeah, we've got the jail administrator.
Yeah, we got,
But also,
yeah, shoot. When I, oh, I'm sorry. That's what I get for thinking. I must have picked it up with that. Nope. I don't have it in my pack. Yes, I do.
got the page.
It's okay. to do that. All right. Well, right now then, let's read 78, which is the one I passed out tonight. Okay. Ordinance 2178, an ordinance amending the annual operating budget for the calendar year 2021, Marion County, Arkansas. And this is to appropriate money for the detention center.
So this is the one for food and medicine?
Yes.
Is it
Motion.
correct?
Yeah.
Second.
I got a motion, a second.
But I think there's some issues with this that needs to be fixed. I don't think this is written the way that we discussed, but we were gonna write them. So before we pass it, we need to fix it real quick.
Which one are we looking at?
The food and
The food and the
medicine for
medicine.
drugs. Doesn't, remember we discussed where it moves out of one line and into another, and it was supposed to have the,
Yeah, it's got to be revised where somebody will know how to direct the money. Go
I
ahead,
think
Sheriff.
the proper verbiage for Article 1 is here. I printed it off in an email after I give the orders to Don, but it says the comptroller is hereby authorized to make the following reappropriations. 35,000 from unappropriated monies in the amount of 35,000 for 3018 county general as follows.
Right,
So
that needs to be.
Yeah, we'll have
Okay.
to get a motion to amend this.
Okay, will you get me a copy
Yes,
of
I'll
that?
give this to you.
Okay.
what was the fund that it was coming from?
3018.
3018.
Thought that's where we we're putting it in.
But we're just moving.
This here's for a jail.
Monies in 3018 to a different line item for the food and meds.
Is it, okay, I guess my question is the money coming from the money that the state pays for housing the inmates?
Yes, that comes from that total of $274,000 we have in there right now.
We're pulling from that and putting it in food.
Yeah, we're just moving it from, it's all underneath 3018.
Okay. Well, then, I'll make a motion to amend it, to correct it.
I got a motion to amend it.
And I'll second that.
Got a second by Ms. Joyce.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yeah.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden.
Yes.
Okay, now to adopt.
Have we've got more than just, two ordinances to do. We've got one for the 911 dispatchers we got to do. Then we got one for the jail administrator. We haven't done those yet, have we?
No.
Haven't did the JA yet.
I don't,
Is there anything, I don't think it was in our packet for the 911.
It should be. We put in there in July, we had it for that, and the jail administrator too.
I don't have it.
Well, we may have to take a quick recess, go over and get it.
I've got last month.
Thank you, Joyce.
Probably find it closer than 19.
Jury reimbursement.
It's not in here then.
It's not in July's report.
Oh. Yeah, here it's listed. No, it's not even listed. Neither one of them are on the July form.
We got the ordinance over there at the office, Karen.
I do for what we did, but I don't know that I have there.
Have we got the one for the Hardin 2 911 dispatchers?
Yes, I think so.
Take a 10-minute recess.
Oh, thank you. I need to stand up.
You want to try to run and get it real quick, see if we can find it? I'll get it back to you. I got mine here.
Did you get any donuts?
No. I guess to make 9 copies, whatever we need.
We've got, we, who we think is about being responsible. We're working on. Oh, yeah.
And it's just a matter of moving it.
Here. So, what about the free rest? Yeah, they have for the. Well, that's.
Yeah, so they're bad, and another one in the same time frame as those other two. He just didn't report it, because he thought he had lost it, misplaced it. He never did find it. So,
Good luck on tracking you down.
We did this guy didn't want us.
That's what we're doing next. Yes.
Going through the fence.
This is for.
All he was, but he been back.
It's getting crazy up there. You did give it.
Come up here, brother.
I don't know.
I don't know, hopefully we get it stopped, hopefully you got him figured out who it is. And
No, we're working on it.
Hey, Sandy, how are you?
I'm good, how are yourself?
No, he's not.
Good,
No,
good,
and it's
good.
obvious. It's obvious now.
There's a couple times today, could you?
No, and it's obvious. And I don't like that you made it, someone's gonna lose their job.
I heard.
No, David is choosing not to fund her from some other pot he's got.
Well, I
Correct?
just feel like, exactly, but I
Yeah,
feel
he
like
wants us to
we
be
should
big.
have,
Huh?
I don't want we should lose our job.
No.
We have the money that we can afford.
No, I agree, but I think it's dirty pool that he's pulling that. Oh my gosh, someone's gonna lose their job. That's dirty. But that's what you do. So, see, that's what.
I worked there the other day.
But, I
He's
mean,
not gonna say one word.
I know, well, he can't. It's just- we just suck it up and find another way, find a way to pay for it. And it makes me feel about it.
So why you don't want to be on?
We're so low.
You need to go.
I get paid.
And he doesn't want you to be our attorney.
But see, you kind of contradicted it when you said New County.
A call a couple weeks before that.
He's the prosecutor in Newton County, he covers the county. Because we're not talking about county, we're talking about Warren Park.
No, he covers everything.
Why is it a conflict? Oh, I see, I get that, I get that.
Stay with him.
That's why I asked,
Well, they
is
are
there
paying
something
well.
we could
Yeah.
assign?
Exposed.
Yeah.
Is there?
Well,
He doesn't want
$12 a month, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that you from Mountain Home?
Roger Morgan said he's in the city.
And again, you told us, we've got to have someone,
So
because
now
they're
we've
the
got-
rules.
That's
Oh, I bought the act book.
We've got.
Did you text Sam and tell him to car?
We've got.
No, because I read those.
Well, of course, you know, he's not fired from the county.
I don't know if you can
No,
hire an
John.
attorney for
John
$46,000
said he was.
US.
Yeah, so
He's fired.
it's
Is that what they get out?
And we gotta pay for it.
which,
I make a motion, we
So,
give
so
Jeff
since you're wanting a lawyer for just the one part,
Because
because not for the
not.
sheriff or not for.
Right, because they have that. We don't have, they have,
but we don't.
Sam is working for everybody
and we got told,
because he had to put in a position with the prosecutor, David Everett.
He goes.
Didn't do his 4 months.
To get some. No, he's like, here, I'll pay you this much money.
you go ahead, and you can marry people.
Actually, you should do
I'm tired of discussing it, but we need it, I want to determine. One word, okay, non-refundable.
This one here.
Oh, the permit?
How much is that gonna cost?
That's free.
Where did you get that from?
No, he's saying it needs to be added to, so when they buy it.
I agree, we need to get that part.
The county did their part, they delivered the
Yeah.
permit.
Right, and there was work
Well, there's,
involved.
yeah, it had to go through two offices.
But
Yeah.
we need something written out, that they realize that it's non-refundable.
Well, they're leaving you sign something that says you paid $100. No, just that would be not refundable. $100.
Yeah, no.
There's a closest shade tree, we can see it.
Because I was if I get a permit. 3 months later, you sign it.
Yeah, see, that's right.
Early stage storms. So she's not, but there's still pretty extremes in that zone, and so. I met with her yesterday, she wants, she's got the control that she needs. Mom was never an organized person, I had to, as a parent, never, but not been there. Sitting with her the last few weeks, when I know going down there,
It's going to stay there.
And she's sitting there, because one each one was doing.
I was 16.
And they weren't letting her do that. So she's sitting there. I said, everything is in its place. I mean, everything. She says, now for dinner, for lunch, everything, her plates here, beds are here.
Get Claudia one too. Thank you, James.
She's having this big
Yes, I did.
It took us 4 months. Yeah, and I took my sister does it, and then fulfill the shift. Has the time. Probably move her back up here. She lives right at.
How's your ordinances in order? Oh, I know. I got 3 of them. I'm waiting. Trying to figure out which one we're at. That's the thing too with that. With the way you're reading by time. Because they all got, a lot of them are money transfers. They all got the same head. Your mount livable in
This guy's violation. Oh, God, he's good. Yeah. Looking good.
Everything on this week, the government every 4 months.
When you move
It's on a 4-lane road. First, the floor was already poured. What is Turned off all the credit cards, shut all the stairs, long road home. And he started calling because he was somewhere down in Boswell or somewhere, no credit cards. We worked out, same this, but.
But I don't want to read it.
We worked 60, 70 there.
Yeah, and they said they do.
I'm not doing fair. We're working on turkey chopper. I don't do anything with that.
Or I can have it on the square.
This is the direction later.
I agree, we got to. We're doing it on the where space gets sponsored.
How you doing?
Well, I don't think that's John's call, I think.
Well,
Several.
we said every
That's where the sponsor. Slow.
Saying pretty easy too.
And look what you're on.
You are out till time.
You might have been really something.
I would say that we're. We don't have, we'll pick up a sheet off the stack and just carry it. We drop it down.
Did your family go home? So back to, just you and Lynn?
Dave's out there.
Back to quiet.
We're drinking 2 cases
Back
of
to being
water.
quiet.
I don't know. Even my brother-in-law said, I'd have to go home just to rest.
Well, you sound like y'all were doing everything.
It's all in that store of water.
Yeah.
They're running about 2, okay, fine.
And we were drinking on the meeting, some all that put that water together. They would compare. After a day or two. He had, we finished Friday afternoon at 6.
Oh, yeah.
We drove home, got like next morning, about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 20 Mexicans showed up. Roughed the house, was out over 3 hours. 58 squares.
No, they're like 3:30 apiece.
Well, I've tried it.
Change the planes. They got it laid. They were in the car. I wouldn't want to try 5K.
No, right, exactly, yeah. Especially the my sister lives there. The interstate is just truck after truck after truck. Yeah. We now go the back way, but still, we're going Mountain House.
I thought it was guns up there the other day, so I thought.
I just have trip right there, so you can see on KY3 News.
Yeah.
Every day.
I think so too, I think it's, yeah. I'm saying they can't run it. Everything you ask me.
Yeah, well.
Well, I saw where Mike Anderson, what that Mike passed away. I know, that sounds so.
He used to be
I know.
Metro Police Chief here years ago.
I'd have to
But
see.
it's-
They lived down there working.
Now, you know, we're not-
What was wrong with him?
Barbara, what's that? I don't know. I don't know now. I don't know.
Hey, Robert, I'm sorry about the loss of your son. Yeah, yeah, so sorry, yeah.
I've got you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you like that hairstyle.
Yeah.
Did you, what pole did you use? Pole. Was it the steel one or black?
Oh, back here, I was like, you.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Where did y'all go to school at? Where you went to school, I don't tell time the same place I
All right, let's get back started. We didn't have no luck finding the ordinances or the fair board appointees and all that. I don't know where we put them at. Sheriff, did you have your ordinance for you hired a new person? Was it?
On the jail administrator?
Yeah.
I do.
All right, it passed, didn't it?
Don't have did it yet.
We haven't voted on the detention center one yet.
All right, let's get it. Then we'll
Okay,
back
as
off.
amended. We're voting as amended.
All right.
Justice Shipman,
Yeah.
Justice Brigham,
I'm not sure what I'm voting on.
the jail, this one,
Jail administrator.
medicine.
Oh, okay, okay.
We stopped.
We did the
We
amendment.
amended it, and now we're voting on it as
Yes.
to adopt. Okay, so Justice Brigham.
Yes.
Justice McCullough.
Yes.
Justice Nichols.
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren.
Yes.
Justice White.
Yes.
Justice Underwood.
Yes.
Justice Madden.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're doing the jail administrator.
What number was that, Miss Dawn?
That was 78. We're now on 79.
All right.
Okay, Peter, let's see. An ordinance amending the annual operating budget ordinance 21-4 for the calendar year 2021 for Marion County, Arkansas. And this is to add some money to the detention facility personnel services.
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? Anybody need to talk about this?
We talked about it at the, a couple months ago or weeks ago at that budget committee. Did we ever come up with a piece of paper that was cleaned up that showed how many employees we had up there?
No.
That we still had to hire positions
No,
that we
like
still
how
fill.
many available positions that we could fill? You know how many there is?
In the
Well,
jail.
that's the question I asked him, where was that on that? 'Cause I was thinking, in the jail, I'm sorry. I was thinking on the law enforcement side.
Here's why I asked this, and I want you to, I trust that you need a jail administrator, but this is what it feels like looking back without seeing it on paper. It feels like we had a jail administrator, but then instead of hiring a jail administrator, we were gonna hire these two people. Now we're hiring this, and I'm just kind of lost on where we're at.
And this was all before we took on the DOC people too, I believe. And when we was in despair, I agreed to assume them duties until we got on better track. And now we've on better track and we've got X amount of, we have 82 inmates right now.
Yeah.
And that really takes, when you're having to do all the paper shuffle, scheduling for appointments, for behavioral health, medical, for all them inmates, it takes a lot of time for medicines and all that. And it really is stretching us on our time, on getting stuff in, reports and stuff when we're having to do administrative and jail duties.
I tell you what, I will take it. I'll make it my responsibility and I'll come up with us a clean sheet so we know where we're at. 'Cause I'm just confused on it.
Anybody else got anything they want to talk about on this one? Have we had a motion on this already?
Yes.
All right, I'm about half lost too. All right. Anybody else need to say anything on this? We started off good, but we sort of got tangled up there. All right, Mr. Dollars, vote.
Justice Brigham,
Yes.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood.
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman.
Yes.
Whew. Okay. Now for the resolutions. Resolution number 4. Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Marion County, Arkansas, a resolution entitled Authorization to Sign. This allows Judge Massey to sign a promissory note with First Service Bank for the ADEQ cleanup if necessary. This has been done for years.
Yeah, this is the same thing we do every year.
Yeah.
I've got the paperwork here. I went over there and got it. If anybody needs it.
No.
Motion.
You got a motion? Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This is resolution
Good.
What number resolution is that, Tom?
That is number 4.
number 4.
Number 5. Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Marion County, Arkansas, Marion County, State of Arkansas, that a resolution authorizing the county judge for the Marion County to apply on a grant on behalf of Marion County Circuit Clerk.
Motion to adopt.
You got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? Anybody need to talk about this? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
You're voting quicker than what I did. Number 6. Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Marion County, Arkansas, a resolution entitled Bulletproof Vest Grant.
Motion.
Got a motion? Got a second? Anybody want to talk about this? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
That's all I have.
We have to appoint these now, Ms. Dawn?
Well, I have a question.
All right.
We have to ratify the members of the Equalization Board, but we need to take off Mr. Mears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will redact him, and then this is just a ratification.
Yeah.
So,
So we're gonna put back on Ms. Tia Davis and Mr. Snorer. Anybody got a problem with that?
No.
and who?
Bob?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
All right.
Or we need a motion? Or what?
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, I got two appointments to the Fair Board. It'd be Miss Darla Davenport and Cody Smith. They'd be appointed to the Fair Board.
Darla Davenport and who?
Cody Smith, I think they said S. Oh, God.
Schmidt.
Yeah,
Schmidt,
yeah, Smith.
CH.
SCHMIDT. I believe.
Fair Board appointments.
All right,
Are we voting?
I got some more stuff I need to talk about also before we get going.
Can we vote on the Fair Board first?
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, I'll get those paperwork to you, Don. We got them over in the office somewhere. We just couldn't find them.
That's fine.
Most of my questions was for people that's not here. But I got a letter from the assessor's office saying any electronic device over 3 years old is absolutely zero value. Did you get that for scanners and printers and all that? I tried to buy some printers. One of them is a 2017 model. We bought it new for $1,250. It priced for $625. I also tried to buy a scanner that was a 2018 model. It bought it new for $2,400 and it priced for $1,250. Also, I had one here that was a 2015 model, and they all priced for over half price. I'm just trying to figure out, and I called the Arkansas State Appraisal, and they said we are completely lost. Nobody knows what they're doing. I called 4 other county assessors, and they said they never heard of that. So I'm still at a loss on why I was getting paid for over half the price for stuff that the letter I got said anything over 3 years old was absolutely no good. Right here, I've got it. Also, we've been prorating vacation. When somebody quits, they go back and they prorate it, and they give them a big bonus check when they leave. That right there is over with. If somebody quits, they will not get prorated. I'm not paying somebody to quit. That is I just don't know, see how that happens. Also, in the personnel manual, it says we take 30 minutes for lunch. Everybody says we've always took an hour. We either need to amend the personnel policy to work to 5 o'clock, or we need to take 30 minutes for lunch. I mean, this is the law. It's not me. We also got 2 ordinances that we need to look at in the budget meeting. One of them is to give the transfer station a bonus, and one of them to give the assessor's office a bonus. I think they've been getting a bonus about every year for $1,000. We need to cut that out. If we're not giving the sheriff's office a bonus and the road shop, we don't need to be giving bonuses for their special funds. That's where I'm at right now. Vacation, some people doing it different. Our vacation starts 1 year from the date of your hard date. It don't go like sick leave. You don't get so many hours a month. You know, we need to look at that. If they want to go to a system where they got no sick leave and stuff and just go to, they get so many hours a month, that's fine with me too. I'll just tell you what's going on in the county. But I've got to have a meeting, a quorum court meeting, either postpone this one or whatever till we get those ordinances. I need those 911 people. Because we're in bad shape at 911. If anybody.
What day would be a good day to finish up?
First thing in the morning.
I can be here.
9 o'clock in the morning.
I can't hear.
10.
Afternoon.
Miss Karen found it.
Oh, good. Because there wasn't gonna be any way I was gonna be here tomorrow.
Well, Judge, there's stealing time at lunch is probably criminal. I suggest that whenever you guys are having that meeting with personnel, you ask David if he shows up, if he's gonna prosecute. Maybe now's the day.
I mentioned this at the last, personnel budget meeting that we had, was that just last week? Whenever we had that. The personnel manual is
Ms. Karen, can you read that?
law,
Yeah, that's what.
and I don't understand why that law is not being enforced. And I blame the elected officials for that.
I made a lot of mistakes over the last year on the credit cards and stuff that, I didn't know what to use it for, and I had the auditors trying to help me. And come to find out, it was hurting me because I got penalized for it, but, I learned by my mistake. It won't happen again on my part of it.
I think we really do need to look at that. Either they take 30-minute lunch or we change the hours of the courthouse.
Yeah, we'll address that at the personnel
Okay.
meeting. You know, I'll just bring up issues that we got. If anybody's got any different ideas, I mean, I don't care. I've got personnel policy here. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with giving a little bit, but the county's always giving, doesn't ever give back. But
Don, what if I made a motion to hire 2 employees, 911?
Karen's got it right there. She can read it.
I'm good.
She can't find it.
She said she
It's
found
here,
it.
but it's.
She can't find it.
Just read the title.
Well, you need to put it up. We in court.
Just read a sentence.
It loaded and then unloaded. Sorry about that.
What it amounts to is, it says, by enacting the quorum court, Marion County, the state of Arkansas, we appropriate ordinance to entitle We Heart 2911 dispatchers.
I make a motion to approve it.
I'll second that.
I will get the ordinances out. If that's what y'all want, and pass it out or whatever. I want to make sure we're doing what's right, but that's what it says. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's.
I'm sending y'all all the figures, numbers, and all. We had it all down, and
Yeah, appropriation, unappropriated funds amount of $14,461.28 and 3020-0501, 101-911 personal services as follows. And then we have in category 1001 full-time, $11,760 add. In FICA, we were adding $899.64.
is that for one or two?
I think that's for the 2 extra positions. And then for 1007, retirement matching was $1,801.64.
Now, is that for 2 people? That salary doesn't sound nice.
It's for the rest of the year though.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, right.
This started,
If it's wrong, I can bring an amended one back next month. I mean, we won't do things right, but, you know, we lost about half our package apparently.
Right.
80.
Also, but I got a motion.
Yeah.
Will that work for y'all? Anybody got a problem with that ordinance?
Let's vote.
If one person's got a problem with that ordinance, we will wait. I'll call a special meeting tomorrow. Roll it.
Let's vote.
Just get a copy of it printed.
I'll get you a copy.
I emailed you one too,
Oh,
just
good.
now.
Justice McCullough,
Yes.
Justice Nichols,
Yes.
Justice Van Kuren,
Yes.
Justice White,
Yes.
Justice Underwood,
Yes.
Justice Madden,
Yes.
Justice Shipman,
Yes.
Justice Brigham.
Yes.
Thank you.
I got one more thing before we leave.
You're gonna have to give us a raise.
Buddy, But get you an ordinance. We feeling froggy. We got 8 lots at Marion County up here at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, what?
8 lots.
8 lots.
8 lots, you know, land lots.
Okay.
Summit Fire and Rescue has put in, and they got grants every year to build a brand new firehouse and a training center, but they never did have the land. This land is absolutely no good for Marion County, but it would benefit Marion County if we could get a vote to donate that land to them, or we get a contract, lease it to them for 100 years, or donate the land, just give it to them. It doesn't make no difference to me. It's 100 and something foot wide and about 10 foot long, and they'll have a firehouse and a little training center. It'll be a benefit to Marion County and Summit, Gilville, all of us, if we need CPR rescue and stuff, they got certification up there, they probably trained us too. I'm just asking the Quorum Court, y'all's opinion on it.
Where's it at?
It's if you go to the fairgrounds, right there where the white gate is, and you just look to the left, I don't remember what the name of the street. You know what the name of the street?
The one they call the clay pit.
Yeah,
Walking out of the community building, it would be up and to your left.
yeah.
Up there.
And it's just to the left, and it's, right now, it's been digging out where they dug dirt out. It's just got brush and growed up.
Do you want to voice the vote on it?
Yeah, I just want to see where y'all at. If y'all are, I'll,
I make a motion to give that land to the city of Summit for the fire department.
I agree.
Is that we ran through an attorney, like it's legal for us to do?
we'll go through the attorneys and everything, have it drawn up. I mean, we'll
Okay,
find us an attorney.
Better get one first.
was the motion to donate it or to lease it? I didn't hear the motion.
Donate it.
Donate,
it.
as long as we'll have a clause in there, as long as they put a firehouse and training center in there with, we'll give them so many years to do it. If it don't, it'll automatically come back to the county.
So we're not making the decision to donate it, we're just making the decision to move forward with the process right now.
All I need to do is get okay from the Quorum Court that we agree on doing that to help the city of Summit and their fire and rescue team.
And there'll be an ordinance comes back.
Yeah, we'll, get an ordinance, we'll get, have the attorneys to draw it up and go from there.
Okay. Second.
We'll let the city of Summit spend all the money for all that, and we'll just sign off. All in favor? Any opposed? That's what we'll do. That's all I've got. I got a motion to adjourn.
Amen.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all freaking nice.
As a note.
Huh?